Okay, when you see a Core 1 question with this many words in, you're kind of expecting it to be the question about arithmetic progressions or arithmetic sequences, and lo and behold, we've got those words in there. But we've got quite a lot else to do. We've got an amount in year 1, and they tell me some other amounts, so they really do tell us enough to show the pattern. So as soon as you know that something's an arithmetic sequence or an arithmetic progression, you record that fact, and if at all possible, you set up what A and D are. Okay, even if you have to end up writing A and D because they're things you have to find, that's worth doing. But because we've got some values here, setting A and D up isn't going to be hard, even before we read part A. Okay, now following on from that, on the AP question, again, before you read this, we kind of know that we're likely to be using the UN formula, the SN formula, and we may have to also answer some of the parts by using our intelligence and not directly or only either of these things. But we're looking for opportunities to use these. So, coming to part A, we've got the amount of money in year 10, but in part B, we've got the total amount of money over the 20-year period. So looking at those two parts of the question together, okay, help make it very easy to spot that in part A, you need to use the UN formula from your formula booklet, and in this part we need the SN formula. So we've already got an A and a D. Okay, we just need, for each of these formulas, we just need an n value to put in as well. So I hope that helps. Okay. Then for the next bit, we've got more reading to do. So we've got Kevin doing something similar. So this time we don't know the first amount, and we know the amount he gave increased, forming another arithmetic sequence, and we've got a common difference. So it's an AP again. We've got a new A, okay, which is a letter they've given us, and we've got a new D, which I think we've got as a number, okay, and then we've got a total amount of money, okay, so that tells you what kind of formula we're expecting to use for Kevin, and over 20 years we've got twice the total amount of money that Jill gave. So can we get the amount that Jill paid over 20 years? Oh yes, we've already worked that out. So the parts of the question are linking together. So the answer to part B, okay, we just need to form in this equation. So the amount that Kevin gave, so there's going to be brackets. Here you're going to put in something that is the answer to the formula for the amount that Kevin gave, equals 2 times, twice, the total amount that Jill gave. So you just turn the words into symbols. The amount that Kevin gave equals 2 times the amount that Jill gave. Fill in that bracket, fill in this bracket with a formula. This formula will have an A in it because we are using capital A to mean the first amount. Okay, so simplify this and solve for A. A equals, and that's what you're trying to calculate the value of. So when you've got A equals, you've finished. Hope that helps.